Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5, and this is going to be my review for Episode 4 of Arrow Season 5, otherwise entitled Penance. So obviously before you go ahead, there will be spoilers throughout this video of this episode, so if you have not watched the episode, you might want to go watch it, then come back to the video and discuss your thoughts on this episode in the comments. Just a quick word, sorry if this video seems rushed, I'm actually leaving as soon as I can to go see Doctor Strange because it came out today in Australia and I want to see it as soon as possible. But yeah, let's get into what I thought of this episode. So this episode was based around the retrieval or breakout of Diggle, whichever way you want to call it, from the federal military prison that he was kept up in, as well as the first mission for the new recruits of Team Arrow without Ollie or the Green Arrow by their side. That's if you exclude that non-approved venture to the Stardust lab of last episode that Wild Dog and Artemis did. The opening scene for this episode was fine. It was more training for this new Team Arrow, which is definitely needed. I was just wondering throughout the scene, was that the first time the codename Artemis was used? I can't remember it being used previously unless I just wasn't listening. It definitely isn't used much then, if I'm just dreaming that this is the first time I've heard it. And I am also surprised they hadn't shown any archery training with her. I mean, Ollie is an expert archer. Then again, sometimes they just usually leave it up to assumption that it was done off screen. From what I remember, they did that a lot with Roy from the end of Season 2 and, Season 3 as well. Seeing Ollie being the one breaking into something when he broke into Parmatech was pretty funny. It was also good seeing Ollie not get pushed around by Felicity and stick to his guns. Now, people keep saying, oh, Paige, you keep hating on Felicity. No, it's just annoying when Oliver is such a strong character, might I say, but then he's pushed down by someone that doesn't have experience. But did the new recruits of Team Arrow really think they had a chance of stopping Ollie from going through with what he was aiming to do with breaking into the military prison and rescuing Diggle? I just thought the way that Ollie looked at them was hilarious. He was just looking at them going really? You think you're going to stop me? I really liked Flashback Ollie throughout this episode. He is definitely becoming the version of Ollie that we saw at the beginning of season, or throughout the whole of Season 1, might I say. And the parallels between present day Ollie and flashback Ollie was well done within this episode, with him in the flashbacks doing what he was doing in jail, and then in the present day with Ollie getting Diggle out of jail. The return of Ragman was a bit premature for my liking. Maybe they should have waited until next episode to bring him back, because it was just, for how he felt, he definitely recovered very quickly. But I sort of forgave that as when the new Team Arrow mission came around in this episode, he was the standout. His rag effects are pretty damn awesome, how they just swirl in the air and they block everything. I thought that was really cool. Wild Dog being beaten up by Tobias Church wasn't that surprising in the slightest, but due to the rushing with the new Team Arrow story, which a lot of people seem to hate on me for saying, but it's very obvious when you go watch it again, you sort of feel underwhelmed or almost like a lack of care that he was captured and now he's being tortured. Especially seeing that Wild Dog isn't the most likable character to some people. I actually like the character a lot. I think he's really cool. I think he's the best character out of New Team Arrow by a mile. Or maybe tied with maybe Ragman's close, but I still like Wild Dog more. But going by the comment section on my Arrow videos, a lot of people do not like Wild Dog, which I was very surprised with, because he's almost got the same attitude as Ollie. I think that's why Ollie, even though Wild Dog keeps stuffing up, Ollie is still somewhat forgiving of him and is willing to work with him because I think he can see potential. But I think next episode, Wild Dog has a pretty decent story, especially going through what he's going through at the moment with Tobias Church and how he works out of that situation with Team Arrow trying to rescue him. But I think next episode is going to be sort of similar to this one, which might be a bit disappointing. It's like a seek and rescue mission. But I don't know, I have to see how it plays out. I was a tiny bit disappointed that we didn't get any Prometheus in this episode, seeing that we didn't get any of him last episode either. But due to this, there must be a big episode coming where we get more Prometheus than we have in episodes 1 and 2. And by that, I'm not meaning the whole episode's Prometheus, but I'm saying we might get a 5-10 minute part of the episode where Ollie faces Prometheus for this first time, or there's something big that goes for 5 to 10 minutes that involves Prometheus. But overall, I thought this was a decent episode. It wasn't the biggest, amazing episode ever. You could regard this as a filler episode because it's more to set up stuff in the next couple of episodes. Obviously, the first one being Diggle being broken out of prison, getting him along the way throughout this season, setting up that Wild Dog thing for next episode, and also just his character in general. And you could argue it was a throwaway mission for new Team Arrow to go on by themselves. but it was still pretty fun to watch. It wasn't boring. It wasn't, oh, this sucks. It was still a good episode to watch. And that's all that really matters when it comes down to it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, it'd be very, very much appreciated if you could leave a like on it. Let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite part of this episode, what was something that you did not like about this episode, and subscribe if you're new. I will have my trailer breakdown for episode 5, or the next episode, out about 12 hours from whenever this video goes up. So just keep your eyes out for that. But until then, I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.